Welcome on back, homies. This is some Rocket League action right here on the VESL. I'm Reidsville was Rapture on the internet. You'll hear about my side by the boy, the kid, the one and only. Should I use your whole government name, or was that?
If you try and say it, you might confuse people, but you could try if you want.
You know what? Here, let's go with a half. Let's go. Months. What's up, bro?
Terrible idea. Hi, my name is Seb. Just call me Seb or Seb. I've been around here on the VESL broadcast previously, but now I'm here with my boy Ravi. We got two Toronto Mandems coming in for a North Carolina
it's so
event,
wrong.
dude.
It's just so wrong. There's no S. There's just absolutely none there. Just say Mandem or Mans. Pick one. Anyway, I'm gonna start getting mad. We have two games. We have two games today to watch before I get so mad. It's Cedar Ridge versus Riverside. And then once again, they then run it back against Durham Arts as well. Two big old BO5s. Should be a good old day of some car soccer, right, Seb?
Yes, sir. And of course, with Durham, you know, we are familiar. We have our own Durham here in the Great White North here, but we are going to be seeing these two played out. And again, we've talked about high school level previously, and it is really the bedrock of a lot of professional Rocket League nowadays, getting to that 15, 16-year-old range. And now we get to see North Carolina put up their best talent here for this $25,000 qualifier that we have here this evening.
My God, a lot of money on the line as just the qualifiers. Well, we got a whole season to get through, so y'all make sure to stick around for all that and more, as I believe the game is all ready to go as well. Our first BO5 of the night, so we can get right on into it. Cedar Ridge, Riverside, let's see who got it.
Yes, we are going to be kicking things off with a best of 5 between these two, and interesting approach from the Cedar Ridge side. Of course, this is open to essentially everyone, so you will see a big disparate level of skill levels between both of these teams and throughout the course of the league. We'll see how these two teams try and feel each other up as we get into this game one.
That's a crazy thing to say, but yeah, you're right. We'll just have to pop on in and see what kind of skill level, what kind of gas we got going on. Between the teams so far, though, just good little rally. Not too crazy. Open shot off the backboard, though, and no one there for the assist. Damn.
Yeah, I'm liquid. Honestly, the way that, I'm assuming you're saying crazy things to say just because of how they took the kickoff. I mean, if you look at how Cedar Ridge took the kickoff, you would know, anyone who watched Rocket League would know that is a very awkward way to take a kickoff, especially with how two of the defenders were playing it so slowly. But now, this looks like, you know, they're playing at a decent level, maybe high diamond, champ level, and now they're just trying to feel each other out, looking for that opening to Riverside. They just can't get themselves a clear.
Yeah, we've seen homie like Liquid, I believe, is just up the entire time. Spur Control, we're trying to create something for him, but it's not what's going on here at all. As finally we do kind of switch over. The entire time, Riverside, but on the defensive. Having to clear it up in the air. There we go.
Oh, and you can even see one of the members from Cedar Ridge, Spurk, going in through, just faking the ball, providing a screen almost for the Riverside defense to be able to read. Unfortunately, they couldn't, so Cedar Ridge will take the first lead here in this game 5. A stark contrast to what we saw previously, though this might open things up. Now Lion Club or Cub needs to get there quickly, and the open end doesn't go through. Riverside scrambling to try and make this work, but now the transition will go back to Cedar Ridge.
That's two close goals on both ends of the pitch. Well, this barely didn't manage to go in. A travesty, but one we'll see hopefully not repeated necessarily. This time, though, we're seeing Zero do his thing. Not find nothing here at all. Now, I want to see Riverside get active, baby. We got to see something going on, but the whiff. No one can recover. It's fine, though. Still, continuing to stay all three back. Got to find a clear to do something here, man.
Yeah, they're going to see a pass come from Marley. That's going to be an attempt going through. Great 50 from Zero. Not able to get the follow, though. This shot is just going to be on. There's no defender. The rotate's too slow. Cedar Ridge takes the 2-0 lead.
And you saw that was just like a beautiful flight of the birds, the slightest touch. And it just clearly glides right in as though it's flying south for the winter. I love that. It's nice.
Yeah, we're finally over the dredge that is winter, but you in Toronto, we got so much overcast, man. It's actually insane. I'm so depressed. But that is a shot on Jamarley, getting his second in a row, giving Cedar Ridge the 3-0.
Yeah, this is a bit of a nice start for Cedar Ridge. And if it continues to run like this throughout the next BO5s, then might be a quick game on our hands, but it's still recoverable. A lot of time on the clock. Riverside. See what you can get done. Okay. Damn, so close. Each time it's right there, off by inches.
You got to be careful about those kickoff attempts, especially. It can really be the impetus for a comeback, especially for a team like Riverside, who's been very much cornered the entire game. Great pass, but it's just going to be saved / hitting the post. Now, again? Cedar Ridge going to try one more time. Again? The pass is coming through. Can't find the target. Riverside scrambling for a clear.
3 shots on net and 3 barely missing. Each time the Riverside, like you mentioned, continuing to put up whatever offense they can, but now here, gets cleared out once more. No one on net. Jamarli clearing it back for the assist, the touch going in, but it's wide.
Oh, Riverside again, focusing on just strong clears. That might be their chance, but that's the main problem, is that the reactiveness to any missed touches from Cedar Ridge isn't quick enough. So Zero looking for a 50 and try and carry, get a pass downfield. He might actually even just go for the solo. No boost to speak of, and no one there to follow up. Gives Cedar Ridge the opening for the transition. Attempt off the corner, flying in, all the way in, shot in. Spurk taking 4-0.
That was clean. The assist was beautiful, knew exactly where to land at his goal, and another clean touch coming out. Cedar Ridge, they can play ball here, Seb. Not too bad.
It's not too bad. I mean, again, such a contrast to how I saw the first few seconds of the game, which I will admit, I take the L. I was wrong. I saw them play it, and I was like, all right, we're in for a game, but now it completely proved me wrong. So, you know what? That's fine. I don't know ball, I guess.
I mean, maybe not, but I would say that touch was liquid when he tried to waterfall it down. Didn't happen. May not matter, though. It's a 5-0. This game, well, this first one at least, is clearly and handily in Cedar Ridge's hands, I'd say.
And I feel for Zero here, because you can tell he's trying to make these right plays. He's probably the most experienced on the team, just by fact of, okay, he's using the little boost he has to try and get a carry and maybe get a 50, and no one taking the bait. But Riverside will be given 1 off the kickoff. However, it means that they are open to the Brazil if Cedar Ridge do score twice.
Don't say that. To be fair, the Riverside has been good about the kickoff every single time. We've seen 2 close goals in that matter happen, as we've seen like Cedar Ridge try to go cheat up. But hey, it's all good, because still a lot of time and a leeway to play with. If they make 4 more goals, so if they can make 1 every 15 seconds, they're good.
I think there is a point where it becomes like mathematically impossible, essentially, for you to score goals. We're not at that point yet. However,
yeah,
I'm sure that last goal will be a nice sort of kick in the behind to try and get things going. Zero even looking for the carry, not going to be able to take it all the way through. Cedar Ridge getting the clear, and that will wrap things up. 6-1 for Cedar Ridge.
Tragic missed touch on Lion Cobb. Just couldn't pop it up in the air. Just no defense at all for the rest of the team. So you know that it's all good. This game 1 might be forlorn, but, you know, a full 2, 3, 4, 5 other games that we have set to speak of. 30 seconds left, and I think we can just wait to see what goes on. Let's see if Cedar Ridge can give us the Brazil.
You know, it's crazy. I just worked on a content piece about Brazils too, and it would be way too funny if like next game I cast after working on that is actually about Brazils, but oh man, you know, caster curses go crazy, to be honest.
Are you also someone who, whenever they see the 7-1 scoreline, sends it to their Brazilian homies?
No, I'm not that mean. But the thing is that Brazil, they'll actually cheer for Brazils. Like, if they see like a Brazil scoreline in RLCS, and if like a South American team is doing it, they'll like cheer for it. Kind of crazy, actually.
It's fascinating, but yeah, Cedar Ridge taking that pretty handily, as we have seen. But one thing to note of though, only 1 demo. the entire game. Everybody playing clean game of Rocket League. I like it.
I think for Cedar Ridge, it's almost like not even worth it to get too many demos for them. I mean, I think for Riverside, it's probably in their best favor just to speed things up, get these demos in, and try and just make that opening so you can get those clears. But for Cedar Ridge, they've kind of been given all the room that they need to be able to operate. So one demo for them is totally fine.
Yeah, because I can't remember a time Riverside are actually taking the offense to the other end where Cedars need to actively try to get saves, right? Because if you're looking at it too, they have 0 saves, which is that's something to speak of. That they no pressure gaming at all. But hey, still a lot of ball to play right as you hop onto the game number 2 in just a couple of seconds. Well, we'll see how they manage to operate, get things done here. Damn, but good start for Cedar Ridge though. Good start.
I think honestly. Yeah, again, with mentioning the first kickoff and how they played it, it's like I think they were expecting a team that was going to go a bit harder, that was going to be a bit more aggressive, especially with how Zero was playing off wall and off ball, that they were expecting something to be a bit more aggressive. And then the moment that they realized that, okay, we have all the room to operate in the midfield, we're going to be able to rotate freely, it was just all over. Jamarle was able to just go in, basically go for any pass and solo play he wanted. And unfortunately for Riverside, they just couldn't get the read on it.
Not there, but I mean, tomorrow's a brand new day, as I should say. I mean, next game is a brand new game. As I hit my microphone, I hate just smack it. Look, here's the thing. There's like a little spring on it, so when I strum it, it's like I'm doing a dynamic entry. Yeah. It's like welcome.
Yeah. That's cool, actually. I do recall actually a point in time when I was also casting on a desk, and I found myself getting upset at a particular point in the game because someone threw. So what I did was I grabbed my pen and I clicked it on the table just to alleviate some of that pressure. And then I realized because I had a mic stand that was going through the microphone. And therefore, they're just.
It's like you're doing the beginning of Move Along, but the All American Rejects. Yeah.
I don't think anyone. That song I think is like older than a lot of the people here. So
that might be that song's from like 2000 and what, like 6,
yeah,
7?
Something like that. I think 5. Anyway, we're old, but. We are waiting for game 2 as they get things set up here. I believe that, coming out of a 7-1, especially for Riverside, you want to kind of decompress. A lot of the time, honestly, you'll find that it usually if a 7-1 occurs, you're not going to see it in the next game. Usually the next game is like a lot more composed. You don't see as much ego coming through, and you really see a more carefully and measured game. You did it again. But in this case, you try and just like really reset yourself, and I think it gets you into the series to the caliber of player that you're playing.
Exactly. Small amount of resets between these games, 1s and 2s, are essential, crucial, and let's see what goes on in the next one. If we're gonna reset from Riverside, or will Cedar Ridge continue to clear? Let's hop into it.
Okay, Cedar Ridge versus Riverside. We'll see what Riverside can do. Already Lion Club struggling with the read. Spurt coming in like a torpedo on this one for the Cedar Ridge lead.
Yeah, it was very much a meow and the splash. Yeah, nothing could have stopped him. And I don't mind it. It's cool. Makes it a fun, good play. And right away, get a goal. Maybe another one. Never mind. Unfortunately, 2 were at the back, so it's all good. He just dekes to pass Lion Club once more. There's no defenders at the back. They've all got to rotate. Damn.
Yeah, Zero trying to play that front post, playing it very passively, trying to just essentially take the weight on the defense and putting it on to himself. Good 50 though from Zero will make things a bit more approachable, though. Demo coming in the defensive side, and now Spurk might be able to get through all of the defenders here. It's going to roll up the back wall. Now it's on Riverside. Utilize some of that backboard defense and try at least alleviate some of that pressure coming in from Cedar Ridge.
Jamarle again up in the air, though, wasn't able to have a boost as he continued forward the goal. So now, while you see a rotation in, but Cedar Ridge very much controlled the ball. No one from Riverside Can actually find control of it too. Open, but not there in time.
Yeah, you can see almost netting himself the double tap. Now this one is going to go all the way across. Liquid will be back with the rotate in time. Marley collecting the boost, playing it slow, a little bit awkward, and that's kind of what you would see around Champ. Just a bit of a hard time playing off ball and off wall at that level. At least for something where you can get those consistent touches. And now Cedar Ridge bubbling all over each other, getting team touches, and it's a bit in shambles. Though Spurk looks to recover, getting the solo play. Overall 3, Cedar Ridge take the 2-0.
It's just a great start. They continue to just harbor and continue to hold aggression the entire time that they've been playing, and they have not let up for a single second. So now here, a start positive, but not unbeknownst to Riverside. But the bounce back though as the ball gets stolen so quickly. Off 0. Bye-bye.
Now, Liquid still looking for that cut, trying to make things a bit easier for the Cedar Ridge defense, and you could even see Riverside collectively all coming across now. Spurk soloing, maybe able to get another last boost. Solo going in for Spurk.
He's just doing it all by himself, shit. Like, that was technically a double touch. And there, lands in the triple. There's one in net, but he can't get up top. Liquid, he's watching it all happen, too. He's like, yo, my homie got it. You got this beat. That's all you, man. Easy.
Easy peasy. I mean, especially when you can kind of have that freedom of movement. I mean, a lot of it comes down to Riverside just getting these challenges in earlier, trying to almost utilize a bit of their own ego. Now Zero going all the way across. It's going to be a bit wide, but easily saved from Cedar Ridge.
Yeah, Spurkers are looking at the back.
Oh, King Dan.
That's a beautiful clear. Oh, a little bit wide, but maybe you can look for the run back here. All of them are here up front again. Lion Cub trying to find anything, gets the touch, saves it.
Lion Cub, though, not getting the best touch, where you really need to rely on your power shots. Zero going in for the 50s, and again, Zero putting Riverside on his back much as possible, taking a lot of the offensive load off of the back of Riverside, but still nothing coming through for them as they try and collect the clear, alleviate anything that Cedar Ridge could be throwing their way. That is just so awkward. What is going on? No, not like this. Please.
He just like, it's like when you try to high five someone and you just barely whiff them, man.
But also you do that, but then you also try and do the redo and you also miss. And then you just you call your friend and you're like, hold on, let me show you how it.
Yeah.
Oh, Zero. Okay. We are now on the board, Riverside.
Yeah, then you call your homie and then he gives you the perfect dap. See, there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
All is well. It's fine. In fact,
then you start to question your friendship because why can you get a perfect dap with some rando and then not your actual best homie?
That's what I'm saying. And then you get to thinking, yo, are we best friends now? This is it's all it takes, man. Men are very simple. All it takes is one good dab and we can become friends.
Oh, Spur.
No. Hey! All good? We can breathe. We're fine.
Yeah. Almost a close call for Spur. Looking for the flip reset shot, especially at this level.
Maybe?
With these guys. I'd say Cedar Ridge, probably just under the level I play, and when you're able to go for flip reset shots with your mechanics like that, you want to as much as possible because it's just for style points, but even if then, for Cedar Ridge, you still have the 4-0 in lead, and you're not budging anytime soon.
So you telling me that you land the flip reset on the daily, but Liquid may not even need to. He just walks this in. Oh, wait. Good touch. Saves it. Let's go. Made it to the back.
Decent. Liquid. Let's get the touch, and that is a double commit, though, from Riverside. Now, this is where things get a bit dangerous. Spurk just whiffing the most open of open nets I think I've ever seen. But it's fine. They still have the lead. That's a shot just in. No defense to speak of.
Finally, they sink that after a lot of trial and tribulation. They were having pretty much a scuffle between two cars there at one corner. But luckily, finally the ball gets released from his chains. Cedar Ridge ready and set up to give us the exact skin storyline. once again.
Dan, I actually liked how he was playing the offense right there, trailing behind their first man and looking for the rebound, but he was just a tad over-aggressed. Now, Riverside will go back to the back half. 30 seconds with it. And hopefully not another Brazil. As you can see, Cedar Ridge, they're starting to cook for it. Infield passes galore, but nothing will come of it. It will go back on the defense.
Wall falls down. Touched off by Smirk. With 10 seconds left to go. May not be the 7-1, but it will be the 2-0. Given over to Cedar Ridge back to back, and Riverside's got to get to thinking how to recover from this.
Yeah, I mean, even if it wasn't a 7-1, it's still a pretty rough scoreline. Instead of Jamarley being the MVP here, it was Spurk with 3 goals to his names, as well as 6 shots. And even looking at shot total, I mean, that's 13 shots to 5 from the Cedar Ridge side. And while there was no demos coming out from Cedar Ridge, this is just proving my point that they really didn't need it. It was not a technique that they needed to utilize to open things up when they had so much space. Riverside bunching up a lot more, playing a bit more ball chasey, and they paid dearly for it.
Yes, they did. Like they did have Lion Cup pretty much like permanently relegated towards the back playing on defense whenever Cedar Ridge had the rotation set up. But then, even then, you know, it becomes that much harder when you're pretty much just playing 2 up, and then realistically looking at the stats, it was mainly just 0. Trying to do as much as he can, but then you're also getting double commits like that with him and King, you know, up at the side where you're getting goals where, you know, Spurk's able to clear, and then it's just an assist that's just so free. So tough calls. Hopefully another reset on the way for Riverside, and Cedar Ridge looking good.
Cedar Ridge is looking good. I'm interested to see how they will compare to a lot more of the competition that we have here. I think this is like a case where we are seeing, I think, 2 different levels of play. Like, this is like 2, you know, you're familiar with other games that we have on the circuit. It's like 2 different ranks right now, just trying to collide. And you're seeing, like, this is where, at this level of play, you need to learn certain things. And Cedar Ridge is very much embodying that right now, where it's like they're able to solo, they're able to control the ball a lot more, they're able to play in more cleanly in rotation. So it's just like the basic stuff that you might get just by playing the game, adding another 1,000 hours because it's so easy, and just going with it. That's the kind of difference that we're seeing right now.
Yeah, this is like how I'm Diamond in Rumble, but in normal play, I am. Let's not talk about it. It doesn't matter. I'm there. What matters is that I'm Diamond.
I believe you.
That's the only part I want to focus on. Aside from that, though, for a potentially last game incoming, right, for Cedar Ridge on their way, as I'm getting the word, we're ready to hop on in. Cedar Ridge, can you close us out? Riverside, can you save yourself? You got 5 minutes to prove it.
Riverside, this is your lifeline now, and it looks like going for the fake, or at least might have been 0. Again, the spearhead for this team, the impetus to get things going for Riverside, will hopefully look to put them in his backpack as Cedar Ridge look oh so dominant.
Impetus, huh? That's a word I haven't heard today. Tell me, what does that mean, Seb? What you talking about?
Being the spawning of the light, I guess the kindling of okay, that would have been the start to something as well. The kindling of a moment, the kindling of a I don't know, like, how many more ways do you want me to describe it? It's
a fire, bro. I don't know. That's the
no, it's like one, it's like the start to something.
Like the start of something new, like in High School Musical.
No, it's the start to a journey, a start to what could be a change.
Of something new, yes.
Why you gotta make fun of my word usage, okay?
When Troy said it feels so right to be here with you when he was dancing with Gabriella, right, at the Garden.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've seen a single High School Musical movie.
Oh my god.
But do you want to know why? It's because I was learning how to use the word impetus.
Anyway, shot on open net. Good double commit at the back to get this save. Jamarley naturally midfield. And again, the double touch, not imminent, another I word, but a potential there for sure.
Yeah. So going into this one. We see Riverside still on the back end. Lion Cub. At this point, just needs to get himself a good 50 to try and move things along. And already we could see Zero attempting to cook things up. He was going for a double tap attempt. Pass made, but no one will receive.
Not that much gained. A much slower, more controlled game than the ones we've had in the past two. Cedar Ridge, no runaway goals this time. No kickoff shenanigans. It was back and forth. As I say that, Cedar Ridge would drive with the first.
Yeah. And this is one great horizontal movement from Liquid, but mainly they were able to lock down with their passing. It very much feels like, even though we are almost going half a game with no movement in sight from Cedar Ridge, the moment that they wanted to turn it on, they just were able to.
And now with less than half the time left in this game, Riverside, not an impossible goal to reach, but again, they have to give themselves some leeway to not put all the pressure on them, as it has been almost the entire game. And that's two.
Yeah, again, we see Jamarley taking back his form. Missed touch as well. That one is honestly probably the one that should have been saved. I understand, because Lion Cub, he had 92 boost. He should have been able to at least boo for it. I think in this case, it must have been just awkward touch and not sure how to react.
Yeah. But with these back-to-back goals, still leaving a decent amount of time for Riverside to do something. They put up in the air. Two up top, none below. Won't land them much. Spurk as well. Let's go for the touch. Nothing can be gained here, but it's the clear at least.
Now with, I don't know why. Now you like have me second guessing myself, or it's like I'm trying to like. There's like importance.
There's
impotence, which is like you know, the
that's different. Yeah,
that's different. But now for some reason I can't look up the impetus of something. But maybe I think I'm actually just spelling it wrong.
I'm not even sure it's a word, bro. But
I'm like 90% sure of word. But anyway,
sure, I'll believe you. I'm an immigrant. You would know. What?
I don't know. Anyway, shot on. Still wide.
Love the point, just dead hit on the floor as Liquid tries to. It's cleaning up. Yeah, that had to go in. Easy.
That's it. Okay, yes. Impetus, IMPETUS.
You're Googling this still? Oh my god, man.
The force or energy which a body moves, you know? Like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way,
the force that makes something happen or more quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, that dude, I don't think you realize like how much you were having me second guess myself. Please just don't second guess yourself, Riverside. Just get into this game.
I mean, Lion Cub already got an own goal in, man. So I don't know how much.
Like, you know what? It's fine. We ball. Don't worry about it.
We ball. We go, Jim. It's fine. No, okay. Pass towards the back. Yeah, that's just clean Rocket League.
That's just in. That should not have been in. That's one where, I mean, dude, it's right into two defenders. Oh, I think it was because of a team bump. It was a team bump. That's why.
Oh. Well, rip on Fort. Cedar Ridge is teaming ready to go forward with the qualifiers here, Sad, with the 4-0 lead. It is mathematically not possible for Riverside to come back.
Yeah. Yes, it is quite likely impossible. And again, this is... it's not even so much Riverside's fault as it is like this is just the kind of difference that you'll see between teams coming into some of these quals. You see it in collegiate all the time. You see it even in professional play at times. But it is just that level that separates one team from another just by factor of different hours played, essentially. And you tend to see it here embodied with Cedar Ridge taking another.
Yes, a good start, a clean finish for Cedar Ridge. As let's a pile drive on forward. 30 seconds left in the game. And you know what you can do in 30 seconds? Find more 7-letter I words. So that way you don't have to second guess yourself for one of them. How about that?
You know what? No, it's fine. I found the right one. Okay, my mind is at
I don't know
ease.
if you did.
I did. You know what? I'm gonna. Wow. All right. Hold on.
Here.
Hold on.
Yeah. Here's another one. Immunity. Indomitable.
There you go.
Incarceration. All good. Did you DM this to?
I just. Yeah. Yeah. You want to challenge my language uses again? All right.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Impetus. I'll even read dramatically as Cedar Ridge with a second left.
Your second.
Well, finally, ball drop. There we are. That's the win.
That will be a easy win for Cedar Ridge, taking it quite decisively. Look at 596 points, the most scored in this game, despite only having one goal, 5 saves to his name, and 2 demos. That is a carry job.
Bro is putting in work to bring Riverside in, but unfortunately, the team needs a bit more practice, a bit more time on the pitch to be able to get themselves up to par. Meanwhile, Cedar Ridge, look clean, comfortable, and collected.
Yes.
But of course, for them, job is not done. They've got one more game going up against Durham Arts after this as well. So to continue the predictional bracket run, we've got a lot more game to play here, Seth.
Yes, going back to back is going to be interesting because depending on how Durham Arts play, like if Durham Arts are a harder team to deal with, Cedar Ridge are not going to be used to the pace of play that they're going to have to deal with going up against a potentially harder team, whether at Champ or a GC level team. It's a completely different speed and flow to the game compared to the previous. So that might throw them for a loop.
It might indeed, or maybe they're diamond or rumble like me. Only one way to find out. You got to make sure to tune back right here in just about a couple of minutes. Y'all make sure to go nowhere. We'll see you right back here. and more car soccer coming at your faces. Y'all ready? I'm not. I'm Ravish. That's it. Seb, you ready?
Car ball, dude. Car ball. It's why when we say we know ball, it's because it's car ball.
Look, bro. Look, you can only call it car ball when we're playing hoops. All right, that's the only time.
It's because you're playing football. You're playing football, not soccer.
Well, listen here, in America,
we're not in America. I mean, we're casting in America, but we're in Canada.
Exactly.
We're in Toronto. We have the Toronto Football Club, not the Toronto Soccer Club, okay?
We do have the Toronto Football Club, the TFC. You're right.
Wait, what is the North Carolina list?
But right there, but down there, we call it soccer. Football is what I play with. Is what I play down out back and throw some pigskin around. All right, that's different.
That's funny because the Charlotte Football Club for the MLS is very much a thing. So smokes. All right. Anyway, our next match will be coming up quite shortly. It's going to be Cedar Ridge again, this time versus Durham Arts. We'll see how the contrast is. We're not sure quite the ranks of the Durham Arts team, but if they are anything similar to Cedar Ridge, I think that might be a huge challenge for them, considering the pace of play they just had to deal with.
Indeed, games are ready to go as well, but you mentioned one quick thing, Seb. You mentioned that the pace of play between these two games can vary so heavily. And going back to back for Cedar Ridge, they present an interesting challenge, but let's see if that does hold up, though. As we'll to hop into game in just a second. Yippee!
So it will be Cedar Ridge versus Durham Arts. Once again, in a best of 7, I can already tell the Durham Arts, they're playing at a champ level, maybe even GC level. And it'll be interesting to see the contrast between the two. Finally, some decently high level gameplay on both sides, and I'm looking forward to see how they both play.
Exactly. Yeah, like you're saying, right? Already we're seeing a lot more aerials, much faster rotations. People are pressing boost more. That's just already good indications. I like it. Yay.
Now, Cliff. That is such a cool name.
Oh.
I mean, honestly, all of the names on the Durham Arts side are actually great.
Hey,
Habibi.
Habibi. I was about to say, hey, yalla, Habibi, come on now, get gold now. Oh.
Yeah. Habibi, come get gold. And now he does. Durham Arts with the early lead here against Cedar Ridge off of a great 50.
I want to say I called that. You know, I gave him the power yalla to come. Hey, come, let's go. Goal, huh? Let's do this. And he listened. Habibi doing this thing. I'm liking what I'm seeing. If I ever give him more shawarma, I'm gonna make sure to give some extra garlic sauce on top.
Sound like such a Toronto man right now, dude. Oh my god. So cringe, dude. Never, if you ever get the accent in your life, I'm literally never gonna be friends with you again.
It's just, see, what's crazy to me is that you know me back in uni. If you did, I sometimes unironically spoke like that.
Oh yeah, fam, we are going down to the block. I can't even do it. I can't even do it. I'm like,
you're just doing a Canadian accent, man.
Dude, like I'm French. All right, there's not much of an accent.
You're
there,
French,
okay? You know.
And you want to tell me about being a bat? All right, well, whatever, bro. We're not gonna argue about this.
Different kind of French. Quebec French. I'm not Quebec. Anyway, moving on. Durham looking already quite good on their end of the pitch, being able to hold Cedar Ridge at bay, which, again, this is not something that Cedar Ridge is used to. They're trying to shift the complete rank of play that they're used to at the moment, and they are struggling with these adaptations.
Yeah, they've not been able to get a shot on that in quite some time. Like Durham Arts, right? Complete and utter aggression session what Cedar is doing to them. No! Off by a game of millimeters is what was presented, but that opens up an opportunity potentially not done. 50 clears it. Up top, Cedar Ridge gets the pass, but it's so good!
Post to post. Cataclysm knew what he was going for. From Cedar Ridge, no matter how well Jamarley played this goaltending, he just needed to get up a touch earlier. And Durham Arts, they're cooking up something nice. Looking for flip resets all over. Looking for the easy shots and hard ones all the same.
Like you're saying, yo, a man like them, they're actually
No,
cooking
shut
up
up,
a
shut
nice
up,
lick
shut
of
up, shut
oxtail.
up, shut up, shut
Right?
up.
Yo, with the sauce on top, G, yo, it's nice
I'm
up, nice up.
so annoyed right now. I reduction. Please,
You know what's his? That's a good touch that he manages to get. Oh, they get the clear Durham Arch though. Full and complete, play beautifully on the offensive. They get the clear back again, but with Cedar Ridge, no one there behind. Quick rotation, good challenge.
You know, I think next year for April Fools, I think I'm actually gonna do like an entire cast and just get like 2 casters who like are able to do like really thick Toronto Mandem accents and just have an entire cast like that to see if it can become the most hated broadcast of all time.
It's so easy to do. It would be very. I could teach classes if you guys want on how to say what to say. Because look, the trick is that you have to lean your mouth a bit to the side to really just get the flow. Like, for example, I'm talking like this. It's whatever. But yo,
Shut up.
You know?
Oh my god, I'm actually physically cringing right now. Production can see my camera, and I'm like actually cringing in my seat. Anyway, moving on.
I'm having a blast.
Last minute of play. Durham Arts firmly into it. Might be able to collect another Cataclysm, looking to center for a teammate, but no one will be there as Durham Arts will reset on the boost end, and Cedar Ridge will have to try and work defensively. This might be a bit awkward, and you can even see rushing down for it. No shot will be had, as will be 50.
It's 45 seconds left in play. Cedar Ridge have not gotten a second to breathe. It's as though Durham Arts is giving them a big old bear hug while their lungs are being crushed by the great Kali. Nothing to be had or held. Maybe a BB could change that around for them. 30 seconds left, Seb.
I don't want Swarming now. All right, 30 seconds left now. Durham Arts will be looking to hopefully get an opening or at least get a takeaway goal so they can up their momentum into the next game. This is where I can tell that Cedar Ridge, they're playing a bit shook. They're not sure how to play. Jamarli not going for the solo attempt off of the bounce. And something is deeply, deeply wrong. Liquid hopefully will be able to change something with it, and he will, collecting one to go.
Exactly. Now, there's 3 seconds left. If they can get a kickoff goal, we go OT. This is all very possible. It's only if they do it, though, and we've seen them do in the previous game. All has to happen right now.
Oh, maybe.
Right.
No, actually, this is very doable. But no, Arcs knew what to go for. Still, last second, will touch the ground. Durham Arts collecting the 2-1 lead here. Finally, we have somewhat of a competitive series.
Yeah, and like you're saying, competitive, I find is the exact right term for it. Because if we're looking at shots in between both of them, it's near even, but you know, it's 9-3, which is a bit tough with Spurk putting up most of the numbers for Cedar Ridge, but it goes to show the level of aggression we were talking about the entire game. And Durham Arts been able to put up. So, you know, 4 saves to 3 as well. So a lot of back and forth, but ultimately Durham Arts comes out on top by just a singular goal as well.
Yeah, though, it was getting a little close at the end too. Cedar Ridge getting a really nice kickoff and almost had the opportunity for it. However, the day Durham Arts was able to hold it down, get that last touch that they needed, be able to close this one out. So, in my opinion, when I'm looking at how Durham Arts are playing, they are kind of like a caged bulldog, if you will, where it's like you can tell that they want to go for so much fancy stuff that they're being given the room of. They're just like not being able to get the full execute on it. So I firmly think they're just warming up. Cedar Ridge, I think, are starting to adapt a little bit. They're trying to get these 50s in. They're trying to be a bit more confident in their touches. And I think a lot of this is going to come down to how they play this game too, whether or not they're going to have a chance in the series.
Yeah, exactly that, right? And that's what we were hoping wasn't happen for Riverside as well, which is for them to be able to get a small reset, which, speaking of which, I believe the game is about ready and set to go as well. So we should be able to see whether or not the reset is imminent. Cedar Ridge, show us what you got.
Kicking off with game 2. Durham Arts have looked mighty in game 1, and we'll see if they can bring that form over to game 2, or will Cedar Ridge finally wake up, realize they're not playing diamonds anymore, and we'll be able to bring things back to form. Oh, Arcs! Oh!
It was so close. It was there. I saw the vision, the trajectory, the lighting was perfect. But E does not equal MC squared in that instance, and that's an unfortunate one. Oh well.
It was quite nice. Looking for another solo as well. Getting all of these touches pass in as well. But what a fantastic 50 from Liquid. Spurk getting one as well. That is a very harsh overcommit from Arcs. Great passing, but it will be collected for Habibi. Looking for the shot, not getting it.
Yeah, tries to bump it over the top. Not able to happen with Arcs though. Look for the assist. So beautiful stuff.
Great pass from Habibi, or excuse me, Arcs from collecting. Clearly, I think probably the highest ranked player on this team. Leaving it for Cataclysm. Gets the goal.
Higher than Yusef, you think? Yeah.
Maybe, probably. I think I probably guess he's maybe GC 1 or 2. I think. 'Cause you're only really going for certain stuff like this consistently if you like have the mechs to make it work, and I would probably say like GC 1 or 2. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. I mean, y'all gotta join me up at Champ 3, bro. It's just y'all down there looking kind of small, but it's all good. Casino Ridge, that's why.
This is a good start, though. Great 50 from Jamarli, even though it didn't go his way. But Spurk being able to react off it immediately, playing off ball, and even though his teammate almost messed it up, was still be able to react to it nicely.
The double touch was nice. The bro played it like LeBron. Bro played it like Kobe did too. He was like off the backboard again. I'll take that. Thank you very much. But this time though, nowhere at the back for the assist. Arcs, that would have been just another clean start off for Cedar Ridge. And the 2-1 would have definitely helped with the confidence. But almost on the way. Even game. 3 minutes left to play.
Spurk collecting. Deal with Arcs, and that is where you see the mechs coming through. The read coming in from the ceiling, being able to get the challenge. A lot of people would just rush their challenge, but being able to wait for that touch and recognizing the level of your opponent. Arcs looking for the solo, flip reset, doesn't get it.
Lands up top, good touch. Liquid to pop up. Oh, steals it from under his eyes. And Arcs with his hands, looking for someone. Oh, the bounce, but it's just a little bit not close.
Yeah, Arcs being the spearhead for this Durham Arts team, going for every pass, every 50 possible. This is what it feels like when you have a Smurf in your game, boys.
Arcs doing his damnedest to just push his team forward. And he's still able to do so. No one in the back for the defense. Habibi up top against 2 defenders. But the onslaught is not yet over. It's Cataclysm there. Covers the ball, no boost, can't take it further.
Oh, Spurk not able to get enough sauce on that one, and no one will be able to respond. But still, keeping that mid-pressure going. This one sets just a 50 that's going to go through. Jamarli giving Cedar Ridge their first lead.
Jamarli bringing it back. You saw Spurk and Jamarli were fighting a war against the 3. The demo as well you saw there happened just so there was no chance of anyone being able to rotate back. And Cedar Ridge, we said a reset was needed, and it's one they got. Up 1, but I see Durham Arts can turn around and bring us back to even.
We'll try. 2 minutes remaining. Arcs solo, second touch, potentially leaves it for a teammate, but it will be short. Jamarli needs the 50, doesn't get it. Arcs keeps it in play. Another pass going through. Spurk will have to retreat for it with the rotate, looking for a way around the attacker. Cedar Ridge forced in the defensive half. You can already tell Durham Arts, they're slowly suffocating this Cedar Ridge defense. Double tap coming through. No defense to be had.
That was just so sick from Cataclysm as well. Like, just finding the second touch as well. It's just like a small little, and it falls right down below, even with a defender watching it fall, thinking, I can save it. But no, you can't.
I can do that.
Nah, I'd win. Yeah, that's your mental.
No, I'd win.
All right. All right, bro.
But I'm also, 26 when we're dealing with high school kids here, so that's fine. That is an attempt that almost went the terrible way for Cedar Ridge. Tie game. 80 seconds remaining. That's a shot that will go on. Liquid not getting the best touch, but it will be enough. Spurk sending it downfield. Arcs, no boost. This is where Cedar Ridge needs to transition.
You acting like high school kids ain't nothing, man. Like, I remember, what's his name from Vitality? You think you take him?
No. No, I can't take on Zed, who is 15. Or 16, excuse me.
See, same age, these guys probably. I'm just saying. But
I mean, high school kids rule this game, dude. Like, actually, like, just dominate this game.
Man, shout out to them, bro. This is, I get why. It's a fun game. Good game.
Good game.
But it makes it better, though. With 40 seconds left to go, even half. Special OT on the way. Both Durham and Cedar want this to be able to bring a point on the board, and Durham want to push themselves to one away from the full BO5 win.
They are barely hanging on with these defensive touches, though. Spurk going all the way, puts this one on! Ooh. Collecting the 3-2, the hero that is Spurk.
And now with 21 seconds left, Durham Arts has not been able to find an offensive play in quite some time. Pressure is on. Cedar Ridge want to push themselves to 1-1. No need for a shot on the BO5, the qualifier for $25,000 in VESL. Double clean.
This is why you need the backboard defense, and why, especially at this level, it can be so essential. Even though Liquid was playing the back post, he was playing it generally right, but again, the backboard can't give that much freedom to a player like Arcs to be able to solo it like that, because you give him an inch, he will take a mile. 15 seconds remaining for these two teams. One will look to break the deadlock, and we'll see if Cedar Ridge can at least force this overtime.
3 seconds left in play. Arcs is up. Oh! Not gonna have it. We got OT, Seb.
Bit of a scare there for Cedar Ridge, but we'll see how they can open things up in this OT. Arcs playing the solo. Liquid needs to play off the backboard. Bit of an awkward defensive touch, but we will kick things off with Cedar Ridge in transition.
To go up more. It's a couple seconds. An extra play. Only Durham Arts finding some offensive play, but just touchback immediately. Not able to clear goal enough. Haven't even seen past midfield yet. Oh!
Jamarly.
Hey.
What a dime from him.
It's so sick, man. The pass was clean. They saw the opportunity. They were spread apart. And Cedar Ridge with a much-needed win.
Yeah, this was honestly such a great opening from Cedar Ridge to get back into the series. And with it, I mean, honestly, a lot of it came down to being able to neutralize Arcs in a lot of areas of the pitch. I mean, playing off of him, recognizing when he is over-aggressive in the midfield, that we can just kind of lob some shots off and see what happens, especially to Spurk, who was able to get some key clutch goals.
Yeah. He's just managed to, like, within the nick of time, just push them forward. Also on the other end for Durham Arts, it's been Habibi putting up numbers with 5 shots of his own, but not much else able to show for it. But, you know, he's always been the front man so far. I'll see how else he can play off his teammates, because it's been Arcs and Cataclysm on the assist game, back and forth and back and forth. So perhaps maybe let's get involved in demos, see what goes on, opening up for Arcs and Cataclysm to pass it back and forth, but to just, you know, get the little pass back game going. Either way though, still 1-1, not too bad. Both teams out to a BO3.
Hey, again, the series is a bit weird for me, because I'm like, okay, clearly on a mechanical level, Durham Arts are better. They were able to just have more freedom in the air. They were able to get these double taps in essentially at will. But in my head, I'm thinking, okay, well, if you're able to do this, why are you having such difficulty? Why are you having such a hard time with using the resources that you have and using your skill level against a team that you can outpace, you can outshoot? Why are you having such difficulty? And I think a lot of it comes down to, one, maybe ego, but two, I think Cedar Ridge are doing a good job in just playing the 50s to the side walls, not giving them too much space in the offensive half for them to just go for these solo attempts.
Exactly that. So, space has been a big point of contention for both these sides, and Cedar Ridge, as of right now, you're saying the point of suffocation was definitely there. Let's see if that continues. Game, ready, set, and ready to start.
All right, so tie series now between Cedar Ridge and Durham Arts. Winner of this one will get the lead in the series. Now Spurk, full tank, going all the way across, maybe getting the second touch. No one will get it. Jamarley not able to net it either.
Just a bit high, though, like we're talking about. Maybe some of the back row might have done it, but so to only people there, it makes it that much harder. With them popping up top so high to fly. Habibi started off last time, and that's the assist I'm talking about.
Arcs had enough, along with Habibi playing the defender perfectly, but able to get the rebound immediately. Arcs doing a fantastic job, giving Durham Arts the early lead.
I was saying before too, look at the stats, right? I want to see Habibi get more ball with the team. He was taking up shots every single time, but or else can be put up, and this is a positive end. Durham Arts, they started off hot last time, but then they got stuffed in. Maybe Cedar Ridge finds the reset here, but what has happened with Catacliffe? Challenged and gone.
Arcs flicking again, knocking it up high, going for some boost. Catacliffe can't get the rebound, but we'll go back into the midfield. Arc full tank, and I want to see the extent of this man's abilities. Going for the ceiling, shot. It's just going to be barely saved. It's going to be on that goal line for what felt like a decade.
It was there in front of them, maybe just a little bit too low, not able to land it. A shot again with the opportunity, but with Cedar Ridge running out of boosts as well, Durham Arts has the potential, but it gets cleared back to their net, and now they get to reset a little bit more. Durham Arts was able to open this game up, get to 2-0.
Oh, Arcs.
Not so much anymore, but they're letting up though.
Like you can see, okay, I might be wrong. GC1, maybe GC2. I think GC2, GC3. The dude is going for like double flip reset touches right now, and you can tell that at least from a mechanical level, he's kind of cooking. He's trying to find a way to integrate the rest of his team while also burdening a lot of the responsibilities, a lot of the defensive touches.
Yeah, it's a similar story to what we saw in Riverside with one of their members. One man can only do so much. And at least with the team has some numbers to show for it. Right now, though, not able to do it. Oh, ball taken by Arcs here once more. One player in the middle. Could do something. Close whiff.
Very close. Habibi collecting. Great 50. Good tank as well. Marley, that's not the touch you want. Catacliffe's going to go in. It's going to go high. Arc's going to put it straight down and in.
Again up top, finally, after 4 different attempts. Durham Arts gets their shot with all 3 of them attempting to do it. And Spec, if he just stopped right there, may have been a potential to stop it, but no matter. Still 2.5 minutes left to play. Cedar Ridge have come back for more.
A Liquid. Setting it down. Half a game remaining, and Cedar Ridge.
Oh my.
The clock is ticking.
It was so fast. Well, and right off kickoff 2 here. Catacliffe finds the angle right up against Jamarley. 2 up high. And Durham Arts feeling it.
Yeah, I think this is either the beginning of the end or the beginning of something special. And Jamarley almost own goaling, which is fine. Spurk collecting. Haven't seen much from him this game, but I think it's because Durham Arts are mitigating his impact as much as possible. Though he's going for demos, okay, which might open things up for Cedar Ridge if they're able to react to it.
I was running out of boosted as well. Can't find the flip reset. Gets challenged in the air. So no clean shot in. Maybe looking for his own solo play, but with double defenders at the side, the assist, and Arcs just doing it all.
I mean, again, we knew that this man had the most skill, but now that he's put himself in that second man position, really, and just opened himself more towards his teammates' passes, as that was the main problem, the whole door is just blown wide open.
Yeah, he's now 4-0 and up. Those Cedar Ridge have not been able to find a single shot, like no opportunities to get anything back here. Someone's control sipping, but the ball not in their favor. Liquid tried to do what he could, and Spurk playing at the back, tosses it in, but no one there around him trying to get the full clear as the rest of them rotate inwards. Durham Arts. Oh, nice save.
Great pass, great shot as well, perfectly placed, but the backflip just barely got the touch. 90 seconds remaining. Cedar Ridge, if they want to have a chance at this, they need to score now, or else risk losing the lead in this series.
Barley with the opportunity. Has to move all the way back here. All three people right around net. Touch. Not land, but it's the boy Arc. Again. Down to middle. They're in the middle rotation. Can't capitalize on it. With 60 seconds remaining. Cedar Ridge. Oh!
Almost. You could tell he had the read on the waterfall too, and he was angling his car for it. Just out of reach. That's just in. And that will be game 3. Durham Arts will collect the lead here. But at what cost for Cedar Ridge? I mean, Cedar Ridge struggling with this one.
And like you mentioned, it was one adjustment that happened, right? Arc playing the second man. Ready to play off of the rest of his opponent, off of his teammates. And sinking shots wherever he can. Not necessarily the setup, but the finisher, the closer. And using that opportunity, those ABCs, to always be closing. 5-0 up, might make it 6.
Might make another Arc somehow with 3 boost. Putting that on target, and that is just high level mechs that are so hard to read. It's efficiency in your touches, putting it exactly where you want. Spurk putting this one down. Just formality at this point for Durham and Cedar Ridge, but we will go to a potential match point here for Durham Arts, who have really blown this one wide open.
Yeah, the ball finally falls. Pressure rises now. Durham Arts feeling comfy. Cedar Ridge feeling it all. Naturally no goals, but right, it's only 4 shots they were able to take on the other end. Look at Arc's 9 shots. Adios mio.
9 shots is definitely taking the load offensively. I mean, the rest of your team has a total of 6 and you have 9. One, that speaks to just the poor defense from Cedar Ridge with allowing essentially 15 shots. And then, you know, that's what is 33%, I guess, you know, a third of the shots that were attempted in from Durham Arts coming in through against Cedar Ridge. Cedar Ridge getting nothing in return.
Man, if this is how the state of play will continue for Durham Arts, then things might get tough for Cedar Ridge. We were assuming as to what might happen when they play games, these back-to-back. And can they adapt to a second team? But seems as though that the Durham side may be, you know, a bit too good. Now, we don't know if this is Canadian Durham or other Durham.
It's not. I doubt this is Canadian Durham.
It's not Canadian Durham. It's not.
It would be very funny just because, you know, Habibi would be, you know, a very on-brand Durham. But
that's what I'm saying.
I think it is interesting because, again, we're seeing pretty much all of the stereotypes for qualifier teams, right? You get, like, the weaker team who's probably just, like, some friends who just queued up and is like, yeah, okay, why not? Let's ball, okay? And it was the name of our previous team. It was Cedar Ridge versus Riverside. Yes. Riverside. And so that's Riverside, right? And then Durham is like, okay, the somewhat competitive team that is, you know, at a certain level. And then you go into the third stereotype, which is like 1 really good player and 2 decent players. And it's just the 1 really good player powering through, carrying the team all the way across. And that is like pretty much every kind of, and then you get the really good overall team, essentially. That is what we're kind of dealing with here.
Exactly. It's, and as Cedar Ridge got to deal with all that, as do we. Game is ready. Let's hop back onto the pitch and play some more Carl ball.
You're on series point now for Durham Arts. Arcs puts this one on. Double commit save for Cedar Ridge. And now Jamarley will look to try and get some attempt on. Spurk advancing the ball forward for more possession, and it'll go right back to the midfield.
It's good team play. And with not as aggressive, not an aggressive a start, but by these games do tend to be a lot slower, right? As I imagine Cedar Ridge has taken to placing and moving a lot more with a lot more precision due to being 1 game away from potentially falling here. A demo to start. And a shot opened up, but nothing to be taken.
Arcs soloing, flip reset, shot in, double touch, even Cataclysm cleaning up, and this is just smurfing.
He's just so good, man. It's not fair how good he is.
It is definitely my controller would be thrown if I ran into this in my ranked matches. But for these guys, they actually have to play a full series. You can't just rage quit this game. You actually have to play it, which is oh so difficult. And not just play it, but find a way to win.
Well, I find, usually you win by getting goals and on the net. Am I right about that, Sam? What do you think?
You might be onto something. Okay, this is ridiculous. Arc soloing, getting over Jamarli, no challenge at all. Even the demo coming through for Cataclysm, and the bump pressure forces Liquid up, and that is just a team solo play as well. Beautiful for Durham.
Durham looks so comfortable right now, man. It's like just nothing has been able to stop them. And in large part due to this man right there on your screen. Arcs up top, goes to the other end, reposition, 2 there. A potential quad commit, but not meant to happen. And now in Arc's hands, the ball will fly. And in front of Liquid, it will fall. But not luckily with 3 people there, it will be saved.
Arc's back pass for the transition attempts, but Cataclysm will collect. Arcs will collect again. 68 boost, and actually great recovery. Fantastic. Going to play off the wall. Maybe look for a pass. Going to play the touch. No boost to speak of. Great touch from Cedar Ridge.
Yeah, Liquid is finding it right in time to ensure that Arc can't play for free. And you mentioned that in the previous game as well. They're giving Arc too much space, as they are the rest of Durham Arcs as well. So the adaptations have been good to try to gain some semblance of control, but it may not happen. Ooh, a potential, but no close.
Not at all. And now Arcs again, free range. Jamarli, last man back. Liquid struggling. Habibi.
Yeah,
that will put it on through.
So we like to see you get the tabbouleh and you go ahead and put in the sauce. You wrap it up with a little bit of fries, huh? Yalla, come on. That's what we're talking about. 3-0. That's the way to go.
Now, we have half a game remaining. Durham Arts firmly in the lead, and any semblance of normality for Cedar Ridge has completely gone. Durham are kind of playing with their food right now.
I mean, as they should, no?
I mean, if it's shawarma, I guess.
yeah.
Shawarma.
I wouldn't necessarily play with shawarma, but
I eat with a fork, right? Right? It's not that messy.
You know what? I actually eat with full hands. I undo the wrap and I eat it just all like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Are you talking about like shawarma wrap or bowl?
You doing bowls, bro?
I mean, I don't like the extra carbs with the wrap, so.
I don't like the extra carbs.
Like shawarma has like some of the best like protein cost ratios, but it's kind of ruined when you add like a wrap.
Then you just get the whole wheat, then Habibi. Then you make sure to do that. No garlic, easy, no?
No, you get rice like a normal person.
You get the rice inside the actual wrap.
Yeah, but the wrap. Do you know how many carbs like a falafel wrap or whatever it is like has?
No.
A lot.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, listen, man. We don't all have to go gym.
Protein.
Right.
Protein. Anyway, minute remaining. Durham look on top and will continue. Though that was a great save, but it will be cleaned up easily from Cataclysm.
Oh, yeah, that was nice as Cataclysm caught whiffed it up top, but luckily Arc there, and as he drops down below, he corrects the mistakes, able to get the white out and put down the right answer. A 4-0 beginning. Durham Arts looking set and ready to pop on forward past Cedar Ridge's BO5 qualifier.
Cataclysm, the foot reset, but not going to be able to reach a teammate. 45 seconds remaining, and Cedar Ridge might be done and dusted. We knew that this was going to happen the moment that we saw just how much of a gap Durham Arts was compared to Riverside and how much they were going to struggle. Though I will give Cedar Ridge credit in that they did take a game. They did make it competitive for at least a few games.
They tried. Like you're saying, game 2 was theirs, right? In OT nonetheless. But all it took was one small adjustment, and then bada bing, bada boom, out the door they go, right? So it's how much more able to do. Shout out to Durham Arts for closing it off there.
Oh, what a bump.
And they'll just give them the 5-0 because they can with 5 seconds left. You know what, son? If Cedar Ridge get a kickoff goal 5 times in a row, we go to OT.
I don't think that's possible.
No.
It's actually just not possible within the game mechanics. Anyway, moving on, but now Cedar Ridge, they tried, but Durham Arts were bringing another level to this game. Durham Arts will take the best of 5, and with it, the series will put Cedar Ridge to bed off of a brilliant, again, performance from Arcs, getting 8 shots this time, 3 demos to his name, netting the most points.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous performance. I think this was the highest score aside from the other person on Riverside, who was also doing the most all by themselves. But incredible stuff. But like you're saying, those 3 assists, right? Those 3 assists is what made another huge difference. Playing off both Cataclysm and Habibi to get the game started off early and close it out in expeditious fashion. Of course, GG's to both teams. Durham Arts looked really good today. I'm excited to see what they do going forward in the season.
I'm excited to see too, mainly just because I want to know if Arcs can take, like how far Arcs can take this. That's always these kind of storyline with these teams that are kind of led by one spearhead, is how far can that spear go with the rest of his team. We've seen that Habibi and Cataclysm, they've been able to showcase themselves mechanically at times. I think they play generally well as a unit. You can tell that from a comms point of view, from a rotations point of view, that it is very much on Arcs to determine where they play, how they play, the pace of play. So I want to know how far can they go just based off this one really good player. And we'll see, I think, in their coming matches. I mean, the qualifier will be coming up, and it's all on them to see how they respond.
Yeah, it's right in front of us. But with that though, that does end our day here though for RL. We do have one more stream going on as well right on Southeast, so I'll make sure to check those out. A lot of the games going on. But for us here, Seb, we'll say bye-bye. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and make sure our production is going. Rob in the back doing his thing. We'll be back here we'll be back here next week, in fact, for more RL action. Y'all stick around. I'll be Ravish and Ravish. Good night. Peace.